Dogecoin has been suffering due to what's going on largely in terms of the Middle East conflict that we have going on. And in this video, I want to talk to you about 3 Dogecoin price levels to watch after we have seen this catastrophic crash kind of plague what Doge is doing. And it's all kind of unfortunate because us as traders, myself in particular, I was super bullish on what was going on with the crypto world. We had softening interest rates, we had the Chinese stimulus, and now all of a sudden, boom, we do have a lot of fireworks over in the Mideast, and unfortunately, that is just a horrible thing to talk about, and we shouldn't have to. Okay, we should just go and hopefully trade crypto and just do it all on good headlines. And unfortunately, it is kind of a negative thing that is plaguing the broader market, so we have to talk about it. And it's unfortunate, like I said, what's going on over there. So let's get down into Dogecoin. Let's take a look at it on the chart for today, and I'll talk to you about these 3 levels that we need to be paying attention to right now, okay? But if you're new to the channel, this is a perfect time to do so. Make sure you guys all subscribe right down below. We do talk Dogecoin and all of your favorite cryptos every single day, and let's get into it, okay? So here's what we're looking at, and as we get into kind of the overall market, we are down almost 3% in the total crypto market cap, sitting here at a 36 on the Fear and Greed Index. And if we look at Dogecoin on the day, this is where you're seeing down 2.7% in the last 24 hours, and the crypto bubbles are showing a lot of red plaguing the overall crypto sphere. All right, so it's kind of unfortunate, and we talk about Dogecoin every day, so I do follow the charts and the prices every single second of the day, and this is where we look into kind of what's happening. You can see right here, guys, like I said, down 11.3% respectively on the week. And now Dogecoin is fighting with that 10 cents battle once more. And it's nothing for what they're doing. It's just kind of how we're stuck in this nonstop feedback loop with what's going on abroad and more in that macro standpoint than actually what's happening intrinsically within Dogecoin, okay? But here are some of the numbers that I want to share with you guys. We did see prices drop about 18% from the recent peak that we had. This is 3 key levels that we need to talk about. The 10 cent support level, obviously staying above that. You can see how we've consolidated a little bit back past in the summer, spring months around this level. We did get up high. We did cross over all the simple moving averages, and then since then we have fallen below even the 50 and 100 day, as we currently are sitting right here at just a shade above 10 cents. But it seems to be that's where the support is. If we do want to see more consolidation here, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We just need to weather that storm. And then obviously we can continue to make our run as we get into more room above 10 cents, okay? But that is the most important support level, is that 10 cents line that we are talking about. And it's not so much within selling pressure, but it's also something within where we see buying pressure. If we do slowly and slightly dip below 10 cents, I do expect a lot of buying pressure to keep us above 10 cents in terms of that huge psychological barrier, okay? Now, always want to kind of reiterate kind of my stance here. This is not financial advice. This is just kind of my stance and positioning when it comes to my own holdings and what I'm sharing with you guys here. Please do your own research and due diligence. But right now, as we currently stand, we're just slightly a tick above the 200-day EMA. That's another important indicator that we use to predict long-term trends in terms of TA. Deeper correction could approach if we do cross below that 200-day EMA, which is now around that 10.4 level. If we break down further below that level, that's where we can see a lot of activity towards the selling narrative. We could get a lot more bearish activity, and that decline could also kind of impact the long-term support that we've had around 10 cents. Now, we talk about 10 cents being the support line. Well, the biggest thing also we need to talk about is the resistance that we have at 12 cents. Now, I am going to pull up kind of what's going on here on TradingView, and that way you can see a better look at it. We do see how we've given back all of these gains. And now on the weekly candles, we have erased essentially what we had in that huge Chinese stimulus that we've seen. But if we do weather the storm and break out on the other side, it's not necessarily something that I'm concerned about, because we are still trading above this line right here. And this is what's very crucial. That is our consolidation point around that 10.5 level. It's kind of posing as our support as well. And that is, if we add in the EMAs, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about that 200-day, okay? So that's kind of what we have to keep our eyes on. Obviously, the other kind of number that we are going to talk about is that resistance that we have at 12 cents. And what I mean by that is above that resistance level, so the 10 to 12 cents resistance, that's where we were unable to hold 12 cents as we got into that high peak. It was nothing that Dogecoin was doing. It was nothing that traders were doing. This was just solely based on the conflict in the Middle East. Now, breaking through 12 cents could open the door for a bigger rally. If we start to stabilize, we see some more certainty in the market, less volatility, and we kind of get that narrative dying down over there like we've seen similarly within Russia and Ukraine, how we did have a hard sell-off, and then we did stabilize, and then we had an explosion up and kind of following the more macro trends on a bullish note because the crypto market was ready to run, in my opinion, okay? And now we just kind of slightly got derailed with what's going over on the Middle East, and it's kind of the rut that we're going to be stuck in for a little bit of time here as we get through it, okay? But that's what we have going on. Meanwhile, on-chain metrics are showing a lot of holders, the larger holders that we're seeing that are still profitable at these current levels, so I do expect us to stay above 10 cents. That's where nobody really wants to sell at a loss. So unless we have the onslaught or threat of a global World War III, something along those lines, I don't think this is going to be something that is going to last for a substantial long period of time. So that's what I have going on. There has been a minor spike of large transactions also. That indicates that people are buying, whales are buying, they're scooping up these prices for Dogecoin at a discount, and that's kind of where I'm at, because if you look at what was going on with that narrative, we were talking about 13 to 16 cents, even hitting 20 cents for Dogecoin, and then all of a sudden we start, having some issues over in Israel, and then next thing you know, the market just gets the rug pulled out from under it, and now we gave back all of those gains that we had last week. So I think it's going to be a storm that we're going to weather. It's just going to take some time. So as always, guys, make sure you stay tuned for more updates and daily Dogecoin information, as well as all your other favorite cryptos that you do follow right here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe and smash that like button, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.